Credit has been around for ages, but the credit card that we know today, that was invented in 1950 by a New York businessman named Frank McNamara. And the first credit card was the Diners Club credit card. It was created to be a convenient form of payment. Soon after, you had a bunch of credit cards coming out. You had Visa, American Express, you had Bank Americard. And again, it's supposed to be a convenient form of payment. In some cases, they were a status symbol, but over the years, people were accumulating an insane amount of credit card debt, and as of 2023, the American credit card debt has risen to a staggering $986 billion. That's a lot of money. So a lot of people owe money on credit cards. They're paying a lot of money on interest, potentially lowering their credit score. If credit cards are so bad, why do I still use them? Here are my 4 reasons why I only use credit cards. Number 1, I get points. Points is essentially free money. Depending on the credit card you have, you can get points towards, your airlines, the hotels, you can get cash back, you can get statement credits, but essentially it's free money. You get points that equates to free money. Man, a while ago I went to the grocery store and the bill was like $130, I want to say, and I didn't pay a dime for that grocery bill because some of the points that I had accumulated went towards that grocery bill, and I didn't pay anything. I got a friend of mine who likes to travel a lot. He goes on business trips. He'll fly back home and see his family, and for the most part, it's paid for by all the points that he accumulates on his credit card. His hotel's paid for, his airline ticket is paid for, and free money. You can't really say that with a debit card. Doesn't matter how many times you swipe that debit card, how many years you've been using that debit card, a debit card simply will not give you points the way a credit card will. Number 2, I get better security. God forbid somebody steals my information and makes a gigantic purchase that I did not authorize. By federal law, I am not liable for any of that. And in a world where there's so much credit card fraud going around and scamming going around, it feels really good to know that, God forbid, somebody does hack my credit card and makes a big purchase, I'm not liable for that. You can't really say the same for debit cards. Debit cards do offer some form of security, but it's not to the extent with a credit card. I remember a couple of years ago, I want to say 8 years ago, 7 years ago, where my debit card was stolen, where the information was stolen. I have no idea how they stole the information, but they stole the information and they made a crazy purchase. And it took me 2 months to get that money back. They opened up an investigation and it took 2 months to get that money back. In the meantime, I had rent to pay. I had bills to pay. And to make it worse, I was liable for some of that money that was stolen. Had I been using a credit card, that wouldn't have been the case. I wouldn't be liable for any of that money, and I don't have that money back into the account that same day. Credit cards offer better security. Number 3, it raises my credit score. Credit is so important. If you want to buy a home, you want to finance a car, you want to rent an apartment, even with some jobs, credit is a factor. Your potential landlord, he can look into your credit score and see if you're worthy of that rental. You can save a lot of money on interest rates when it comes to financing a car or buying a home. Think about cars where you get a loan for 4 years, 5 years, 6 years. Think about how much money you can save on interest by having a higher credit score. Same thing goes for a home. Let's say you take out a 15-year mortgage or a 30-year mortgage, and think how much money you will save on interest alone with a higher credit score. How you get a higher credit score? What's one of the ways to raise your credit score? A credit card. Use your credit card. A credit card will raise your credit score. A debit card cannot. I got a buddy of mine who his son was in high school and he opened up a credit card account under his son's name, but the father was the one that was making the payments. He put a limit on his credit card to how much his money can spend in college, and but the father was the one that paid the bill each and every single month. When his kid got out of college, he came out with an 800 credit score, and he had no issue at all buying a home, buying a car, anything. With an 800 credit score, you're good. But that was possible because only using credit cards. Had he been using a debit card only, that wouldn't have been the case. The debit card wouldn't have done anything for his credit score. Number 4, I pay 0 in interest. I don't pay a dime in interest because I pay off the balance each and every single month. I get to borrow money, I get free points, I get better security, I raise my credit score, all of that, and I don't pay a dime in interest. People like me are known in the credit card company world as deadbeats because they can't make money off people like me. I pay off my bill every single month. I pay it off in full. I don't pay interest. They can't make money off of me. Now, they can make money off the revolvers, as they call them, as the individuals who carry a crazy balance every single month, month to month. Think about somebody who has, let's say, $10,000 in credit card debt and they make the minimum payment every single month, but they're getting charged 20% interest. The credit card companies makes a lot of money off of them, but they don't make money off of me because I don't pay interest. Now, that doesn't mean they're not making money. They're making money every time I swipe that card, but they're charging the merchant, not me. I'm not paying anything in interest. Back in 2014 or 15, there was a Chinese billionaire, and he had bought this ancient 500-year-old teacup for like $36 million, and he paid for it using his American Express Black Card. And American Express, they're notorious for having really high merchant fees, and that's why, you know, maybe you've seen it. Some stores will have a sign that says "No American Express" because they know that they don't want to pay those crazy fees. Some stores will do away with the credit cards altogether and just operate cash only because of those merchant fees. But with this Chinese billionaire, he bought that $36 million teacup, and the merchant had to fork over, at 3-4%, they had to fork over like $750,000 to $1 million in that one merchant fee, and that is a lot of money. So yeah, they're not making money off of me because I pay off my balance every single month, but they are making money every time I swipe that credit card, just not off of me. So those are the 4 reasons why I only use credit cards. It's sad that a lot of people will convince others to cut up the credit cards, throw them away. They demonize credit cards, and essentially keeping them from all those benefits that they can greatly use to their advantage. Can a credit card create financial problems for you? Absolutely, if you use them irresponsibly. That's the key word, responsibly. Be responsible with your credit card. You won't have that problem. You get the benefits, you get the points, the free money, you get the raised credit score. And that raised credit score will save you money on interest years down the road. Having a raised credit score will open up more opportunities for you later on in life. You get better security, all of that without paying a dime in interest. How is that a bad thing? There are certain things that you're gonna buy anyways. Groceries, put gas in your car, little things here and there. That's stuff that you're gonna buy anyways. Just use a credit card. You're gonna buy it anyways. You have the money. Just use a credit card, pay off the balance, and collect those points and raise that credit score. I hope you guys liked that video. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and let me know down below what you think about the video. Do you agree that credit cards are good and they help you, they're quite beneficial, or do you think that credit cards are bad for you and need to be cut up and thrown away and never used again? Take care, everyone.